8 habits that protect seniors from loneliness. Have you ever noticed that loneliness doesn't always look like being alone? Some people live by themselves and feel perfectly content. Others can be surrounded by family, neighbors, and activity, yet still experience a deep sense of isolation. As we grow older, loneliness can become one of the biggest challenges to emotional and physical well-being. Retirement changes daily routines. Children move away. Friends relocate or pass on. Health issues can make it harder to get out and socialize. Little by little, the world can start feeling smaller. But here's the encouraging news. Many seniors who remain happy, connected, and emotionally resilient aren't necessarily luckier than everyone else. They often practice certain habits that help them stay engaged with life and with other people. These habits don't require extraordinary energy, wealth, or perfect health. They are simple actions and mindsets that create opportunities for connection, purpose, and joy. Today, we'll explore 8 powerful habits that protect seniors from loneliness and help them build meaningful relationships throughout their later years. Let's begin with the first habit. Habit number 1. Maintain a daily connection routine. One of the most effective ways to prevent loneliness is to make connection a daily habit rather than an occasional event. Many people wait until they feel lonely before reaching out to someone. The problem with that approach is that loneliness often drains motivation. The longer someone waits, the harder it becomes to make contact. Seniors who stay socially connected often create small daily routines that keep relationships active. This might mean calling a friend every morning, sending a text message to a family member, having coffee with a neighbor once a week, participating in an online group chat, or simply checking in with someone regularly. The key isn't the length of the interaction, it's the consistency. A 5-minute conversation can be surprisingly powerful when it happens regularly. Think about relationships like a garden. If plants are watered occasionally, they may survive. But when they receive steady care, they thrive. The same is true for friendships and family bonds. Daily connection routines also provide something important: anticipation. When people know they'll hear from someone tomorrow, next week, or at a scheduled time, they feel more connected to the future. Those small moments of contact create emotional anchors throughout the week. The lesson here is simple. Don't wait for connection to happen. Make it part of your routine. Habit number 2. Stay involved in a community. Humans are social creatures. We need to feel that we belong somewhere. Many seniors who avoid loneliness stay actively involved in at least one community. This community might be a religious congregation, a volunteer organization, a senior center, a hobby club, a fitness class, a book group, or even an online community centered around shared interests. What matters most is not the type of community but the sense of belonging it creates. Being part of a group gives people opportunities to interact naturally. Conversations happen more easily when everyone shares a common purpose or interest. Communities also provide structure. When there are regular meetings, events, or activities, people have reasons to leave the house, engage with others, and remain involved in the world around them. Another important benefit is identity. Retirement can sometimes create a loss of identity, especially for people who spent decades defining themselves through their careers. Community involvement helps replace that lost role with new and meaningful ones. You become a volunteer, a choir member, a mentor, a club participant, a valued friend, a contributing member of a larger group. That sense of belonging can significantly reduce feelings of isolation. The more connected people feel to a community, the less likely they are to feel alone. Habit number 3. Keep learning new things. At first glance, learning might not seem directly connected to loneliness, but the relationship is stronger than many people realize. Seniors who continue learning often stay more socially engaged because learning naturally creates opportunities for interaction. Maybe it's taking an art class, learning a language, joining a technology workshop, attending lectures, exploring gardening, or developing a new hobby. Learning places people in environments where conversations happen naturally. Questions are asked. Ideas are shared. Experiences are exchanged. Friendships often develop because people are exploring something together. Beyond the social benefits, learning keeps the mind active and curious. Curiosity encourages people to remain interested in the world. It motivates them to participate rather than withdraw. Creates excitement and purpose. Many seniors discover that learning something new gives them renewed confidence. Instead of focusing on limitations, they focus on possibilities. They begin looking forward to classes, meetings, and projects. This creates momentum, and momentum is a powerful antidote to loneliness. When people remain engaged in growth and discovery, they tend to remain engaged with other people as well. Habit number 4, practice generosity and help others. One of the fastest ways to feel disconnected is to focus entirely on what is missing from your life. One of the fastest ways to feel connected is to contribute to someone else's life. Seniors who experience less loneliness often find ways to help others. This doesn't have to involve grand gestures. Small acts of kindness can make a tremendous difference. Helping a neighbor, calling someone who lives alone, volunteering at a local organization, sharing skills and knowledge, tutoring children, supporting community projects, listening to someone who needs encouragement. When people help others, they shift from feeling isolated to feeling useful. And usefulness creates purpose. Purpose is one of the strongest protections against loneliness. There's another benefit as well. Generosity naturally creates relationships. People remember kindness. They appreciate support. Over time, helping others often leads to deeper social connections and stronger networks of friendship. Many seniors possess decades of wisdom, experience, and insight. Sharing those gifts can be incredibly meaningful. Sometimes the greatest contribution isn't money or physical assistance. It's simply being present for someone else. The act of giving often brings people closer together. And those connections help protect against loneliness. Habit number 5. Prioritize physical activity. Physical activity isn't just good for the body. It's also remarkably beneficial for emotional health and social well-being. Many seniors who stay active report feeling more connected, energetic, and optimistic. Exercise helps in several ways. First, it improves mood. Physical activity stimulates the release of chemicals that support emotional well-being. Second, it increases confidence and independence. People who remain physically active often find it easier to participate in social activities. Third, exercise frequently creates opportunities for interaction. Walking groups, fitness classes, swimming programs, dance lessons, Tai Chi sessions, community sports. These activities bring people together around a shared goal. Even brief conversations before and after exercise can help strengthen social connections. Another important factor is mobility. The more capable people feel physically, the more likely they are to attend events, visit friends, and remain involved in their communities. Loneliness often increases when individuals become isolated at home. Maintaining physical activity helps preserve freedom and engagement. The goal isn't intense athletic performance. The goal is regular movement, a daily walk, gentle stretching, light exercise, whatever is appropriate and enjoyable. Small efforts can have significant benefits. An active body often supports an active social life. Habit number 6. Nurture existing relationships. When discussing loneliness, people often focus on making new friends. While new friendships are valuable, existing relationships deserve equal attention. Many seniors have family members, friends, former coworkers, neighbors, or acquaintances they haven't contacted in years. Sometimes those relationships simply need nurturing. A phone call, a letter, a message, an invitation for coffee, a holiday greeting. These small actions can reopen meaningful connections. Strong relationships rarely maintain themselves automatically. Like any valuable part of life, they require attention. The seniors who stay socially connected often make relationship maintenance a priority. They remember birthdays. They reach out first. They schedule visits. They express appreciation. They stay curious about other people's lives. Importantly, they understand that connection is built through consistent effort. Many people hesitate to contact someone after a long period of silence because they worry it might feel awkward. But often, the other person is happy to reconnect. One conversation can revive a friendship that seemed lost. And even if not every attempt succeeds, the effort itself expands opportunities for connection. Loneliness shrinks when relationships are actively cultivated. The people already in your life may be one phone call away from becoming a larger part of it. Habit number 7. Adopt a positive approach to social opportunities. Loneliness isn't only influenced by circumstances. It's also affected by mindset. Some seniors develop habits of openness that help them connect more easily with others. They say yes to invitations. They introduce themselves to new people. They attend community events. They remain willing to try unfamiliar activities. This doesn't mean becoming overly outgoing or extroverted. It simply means staying receptive to opportunities for interaction. A positive social mindset often starts with realistic expectations. Not every conversation will become a friendship. Not every event will be exciting. Not every effort will produce immediate results. But each interaction increases the possibility of connection. People who remain socially engaged understand that meaningful relationships develop gradually. They are patient. They keep showing up. They continue participating. Over time, familiarity turns into friendship. Friendship turns into support. Support turns into belonging. A positive attitude also makes social interactions more enjoyable. People are naturally drawn to warmth, curiosity, and optimism. These qualities invite connection. When seniors approach social opportunities with openness rather than fear, they dramatically increase their chances of building meaningful relationships. Sometimes the difference between loneliness and connection begins with a simple willingness to participate. Habit number 8. Cultivate purpose every day. The final habit may be the most important of all. Seniors who successfully protect themselves from loneliness often maintain a strong sense of purpose. Purpose gives people a reason to get up in the morning, provides direction, creates motivation, and it connects individuals to something larger than themselves. Purpose can take many forms: caring for family, volunteering, creating art, mentoring others, gardening, writing, learning, supporting a cause, participating in community life, pursuing spiritual growth. The specific activity matters less than the sense of meaning it creates. Purpose encourages engagement. People with meaningful goals are more likely to interact with others, remain active, and participate in their communities. Purpose also changes the way people experience solitude. Being alone doesn't necessarily feel lonely when life feels meaningful. There is a significant difference between loneliness and peaceful solitude. Purpose helps fill that space with direction and fulfillment. Many seniors discover that later life offers unique opportunities to focus on what truly matters. Without the demands of a full-time career, they can devote more energy to relationships, service, creativity, and personal growth. Purpose transforms time from something to be endured into something to be valued. And when life feels meaningful, loneliness loses much of its power. Conclusion: loneliness is not an inevitable part of aging. While challenges may arise, there are practical habits that help seniors stay connected, engaged, and emotionally healthy. Let's quickly review the 8 habits. Maintain a daily connection routine. Stay involved in a community. Keep learning new things. Practice generosity and help others. Prioritize physical activity. Nurture existing relationships. Adopt a positive approach to social opportunities. Cultivate purpose every day. These habits may seem simple, but together they create a powerful foundation for connection and well-being. Remember, protecting yourself from loneliness doesn't require changing your entire life overnight. Even small steps can make a meaningful difference. A phone call, a walk with a neighbor, a volunteer opportunity, a new class, a renewed friendship. Each action helps build a life that feels richer, more connected, and more fulfilling. No matter your age, meaningful relationships and a sense of belonging remain possible. And often, the journey begins with a single habit practiced consistently over time. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with a friend, family member, or someone who may benefit from these insights. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on healthy aging, emotional well-being, and living a fulfilling life at every stage. See you in the next video.